tough in terms of food, and as well, if you are actually supporting the teams who are actually playing right now, don't forget to share the live stream as well.
That's true. That's true. And I think, well, going back to the draft, I think it
Mhm.
will be just be the same. Cyclops, we've seen Cyclops and Thams on the side of ONIC ID, Jawhead and Farsa combination on the side of Resurgence. So yeah, I think it will be the same.
Yeah, I really want to see how ONIC Indonesia could be able to pull this one. I mean, this kind of lineup here, or rather here, is that from the ONIC is kind of strong into the early stages of the game, but somehow even Resurgence is strong in the early. I mean, they do have the Farsa. Just getting level 4 is already enough, regardless of what item she has. The Lane could be able to deal a lot of damage as well with the Jawhead. I mean, this is gonna be a full pack action in the first 5 minutes of the game, just like what you've said, TDZ.
Yeah.
It's all about the early game but if we will be having both teams going into the 15 to 20-minute mark, I guess there's a little bit of advantage on this team.
Yeah, on
This
the side
one,
of
this one.
Resurgence.
Really hard for me to put
There
the
we go.
Resurgence.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There,
Yeah, yes. Somehow, if that could be stretched in that, or given that ONIC Indonesia didn't get ahead on the early game, I guess Resurgence could be able to pull this one off. But we will see, ladies and gentlemen. There's gonna be a match point for the teams here on. I think there was the loser bracket for this one, and they really are fighting for their survival here on the MYTEL International Series 2.
That's true. And by the way, guys, this is a best of 3. So again, it will be a very intense. It will be a very intense series that we have stored for you today. And especially if you're supporting ONIC ID, use the hashtag hashtag ONIC ID. And if you're supporting Resurgence, just use the hashtag Resurgence. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the land of dawn. Here we go, Mr. Rob Luna. I'm really excited to see this. And by the way, on the upper right-hand corner, Cass is Nomad and Wolf Cass, so I'll be Nomad for now, and Rob Luna will be the Wolf.
Yes, we will be changing that later if we could be able
to change that later.
But please bear with us also. Anyway, guys, this is going to be the first one here. So I think the rotation going to be the same on both teams. Since the Jawhead is available, most of the time they just get the red first, then jumping towards to the purple buff here for the side of Resurgence, and giving enough time for Jason here to be able to pull up a level 4 as fast as possible.
Yep, as you can see, now Ling is trying to secure his blue buff, and he also has his red buff already. So again, once, maybe at least one more lane, he can get his level 4 and they can start the action here on the side of Resurgence.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, going here onto the top lane, 1-on-1 against Sync and as well with Anti-Mage. In terms of this, but the first blood, with Drian able to secure here on KZP, and they're again looking for another one, a job coming from the Kufra going in there to the Farsa, but he's still gonna be flying around here, not gonna be enough for Rassi Cena to be able to take down the Farsa. But what a great start. Even I mean, Drian is the one who's getting it, and again, if he could be able to pull up as early here as possible, the snowball effect for the Cyclops is tremendously strong.
That's true. Again, you don't want to give a lot of levels here for the Cyclops, because just like what I mentioned earlier, you can easily get and secure those kills for the side of ONIC ID. And looking at the screen right now, as you can see, level 4 already for Santiago, this YSS. He just instantly use his ultimate just to scout out the positioning of Resurgence here. And that's really vital if you want to play with this kind of lineup, because as you can see, they lack AoEs. They lack those burst potential. They heavily rely on YSS right now, and I think that's one of the reasons why they picked up the Angela.
Yeah, well, I guess so. That was a good analysis, DZ. Actually, I didn't think about it earlier. I didn't think about it earlier, but like since you've actually mentioned it, but somehow here, I was really looking on how I think they changed lane for the to the Yuzong, and as well with Sana here for the Esmeralda. But the ulti from Santiago has already been done just to scout out everyone for the side of Resurgence. But the jump coming from Cena going in, and the ball will be there, but not giving enough. But a first damage Tempest of Blade from Anti-Mage. LY4 be able to secure that one, and that's gonna be a death for Anti-Mage. Of course, that's the Tamus, and KCP dying as well. 1-for-1 exchange. But I guess ONIC Indonesia are not yet top, because they would like to kill Sana as well. But it's not gonna be enough, TDZ.
Yep, it is not enough. They need to catch out this Farsa as soon as possible because as you can see, once they hit the level 4, they're really able to apply a lot of pressure here on the side of ONIC ID. Let's start the fight. Let's start the commotion here on the side of Resurgence because, well, we're looking at the draft of Resurgence here. They have a lot of AoE. They can easily join the fights. Just like, 4 heroes here in the bottom lane. Trying to catch out Anti-Mage. Will it be enough though? No, but he's really tanky and they're still not that tanky to go inside the protection of this tier 1 turret here in the bottom lane.
Yes, but I really like how Resurgence is doing their rotation right now. Even though they're actually dying. I mean, the kills is still on the side of ONIC Indonesia. They're being able to pull up things. I mean, just running around the map. I think Resurgence still evening the ball game since ONIC Indonesia is still going to be stronger into the early stages of the game. But how would actually Resurgence be able to pull up here in the mid game? What do you think, TDZ?
Well, Resurgence, they can stretch the game for at least to 10-minute game as long as Ling is just still farming, because if we're talking about farm here, Ling already has his Raptor Machete going for at least more protection for his magical skills because they respect the burst potential of this Cyclops here, and Cyclops is already level 6, so I think they just need to get to wait for Ling's 1 core item, maybe an endless battle, and then they can just also apply a lot of fights here, a lot of pressure here on the side of ONIC.
Yes, that was a very unfortunate kill for Jason. Tempest Blade being captured by LY4. They're trying to go in, but the Dragon is there onto the back lanes. Who is going to be dying right now? And that's going to be Santiago, the YSS, the carry of ONIC Indonesia. But they're going in. He would like to a revenge here for the side of the Resurgence. And they'll be killing as well. A return kill and another one for Drian. To be able to check the items, I think Drian already done with his Enchanted Talisman. And yeah, he's actually done with it, and the cooldown here for the Cyclops is going to be faster than ever. Easy.
Again, Enchanted Talisman, he can just burst out a lot of damage, magical damage. And he also went for the Mystery Shop, so he can just get those items as soon as possible. And this is the game plan of ONIC ID. Okay, once we are able to get those items, at least 1 core item for our 4 heroes, we can just score the fight.
Yes, definitely. But looks like they would like to get here the purple buff. And they did take the purple buff, something that LY4 doesn't want to happen right now. I mean, how can he be able to go against with a Ling that doesn't have the buff? But they're still going to be fighting, but KZP will be taking the kill. He will be dying in a 2-man down for the side of the Resurgence, zoning out the rest. But ONIC PH tends to go for the turtle objective right now. And looks like ONIC Indonesia is snowballing slowly but surely here in the mid game.
Yeah, almost 4K network advantage here on the side of ONIC ID. And this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, start the game as early as possible. As you can see, they're really good when it comes to picking up heroes. And, well, Resurgence is really having a very difficult time trying to reach this YSS. And with that ultimate, as you can see, catching out a lot of enemy heroes here on the side of ONIC ID. Moving forward, Farsa trying to use his Feather Airstrike to zone out enemy heroes. And this is the plan of ONIC ID. Use the ultimates of the enemy hero and then wait for the cooldown time.
Yes, definitely. And to be honest with you, TDZ, Resurgence are having a hard time going inside. Even ONIC Indonesia is too squishy. They have the Cyclops, even Sasa. But Drian here, I mean, the planet's attack, his second seal is too strong for a Sync to be able to hold on the damage, let alone LY4. So it's like KZP is the one who's taking most of the damage, but it's still a jawhead. It's not something that could be able to withstand a very strong Cyclops. And if that's the case, if KZP cannot be able to hold on it, they will not be able to take it onto the next level or could be able to dish a lot of damage. But again, guys, I think we do have here. There we go. So far, ladies and gentlemen, 6,000 lead for ONIC Indonesia, and it's really not stopping for their side. But at least LY4 getting his purple buff. He will be able to kill this one, but KZP might actually take the kill. Anti-Mage getting the joy. One more, they're going in, but it's like going to be a fight, but LY4 going to be dying that as well. 2-man down for the side of Resurgence. TDZ, ONIC Indonesia is in a snowball roll right now.
Yeah, man, they're really snowballing right now. And as you can see, it's really
a slight difficulty on terms of the video feed that we're getting, but rest assured, we are actually fixing pushing it right now. But so far here, that ONIC Indonesia are the ones in the driver's seat on this game. It's up for Resurgence to be able to pull off here on the mid game. Somehow not give a lot of kills for Drian or even the rest of ONIC Indonesia, because it's going to be harder and harder for them. Though they do have here like Sana. I mean, Esmeralda with a 0-0 KDA still has to make an impact into this game.
Well, the thing with Esmeralda right now, he went for a support emblem, and yeah, he can get a lot of gold out of this. But if you're going to compare it with the farm of the Cyclops, he already went for a Glorious Wand here, going for the Ice Queen Wand. There's not much sustainability that he can provide for his team. So it's all about the tanks. It's all about they will heavily rely on the lifesteal and also the tankiness of this Yuzong, but not much if you're going to compare it with the damage burst of ONIC ID.
Definitely. I mean, Drian here for ONIC is really, really strong. Right? I mean, I don't think anyone from the side of Resurgence could be able to withstand the damage coming here from the Cyclops, let alone how he actually, the skills are very fast, but going in, but they're not stopping here. But Say will be able to kill down Sasa. The Dragon is out, but he's actually out. Literally, he's actually dying in a 1-for-1 exchange. But the only thing is, ONIC Indonesia losing only the Angela for this one, and they're not stopping right now. They would like to lock here the Resurgence. They don't want them to be able to go out, but Immortality will be fat for KZP. Another one bites the dust. A 0-5 DKDA for the wrong box, and he's actually dying too much in this game.
Wow, as you can see, even the Cyclops here, making it really difficult for the Sling to go inside, because again, once you're finished with your ultimate in the Sling, Drian can just use his stun to disable you, and that's the opportunity where they can burst out the Sling.
Yes, definitely. Just a simple lockdown from the ultimate of Drian. They cannot be able to do anything. Look at how fast this game is finishing right now, TD. ONIC Indonesia looking pretty strong, using the Cyclops here on the first game against Resurgence.
Wow, this is a very strong start here for ONIC ID. As you can see, even Sync here with his Yuzong, he can't reach the back lines. He can just go into the front lines using his Dragon form, maybe burst things out. But will it be enough though? 4 against 1, ladies and gentlemen. But Drian again with the Cyclops, easy jump in from the Kufra, and again 3 heroes deleted. Make that 4. Another one just respawned here, trying to defend their main inhibitor and really making it difficult for ONIC. They're just dancing around the main inhibitor.
Oh my God.
And ONIC ID.
Wow, ONIC Indonesia. Man, they just went on a roll. They just